This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and joining me today from our home state here in Florida, near Destin, not too far from Destin, Florida. They call themselves the Rolling Boles. It's the Bole family. It is Amanda and David, and also Bailey there. Now, for you folks listening only, because we have an audio version of this, but for the folks watching on video, which is a good portion of you, Bailey is a beautiful little dog. What kind of dog is Bailey?
She's a long-haired Chihuahua. She's 11.
An 11-year-old long-haired Chihuahua. Very cool. Is she a good traveler?
She is. She's really the best. She actually lays right here in between us when we sit in our captain chairs, and she just sleeps the whole way. It's great.
Yeah, you know, I'm on your Instagram page. First of all, you guys are, you guys are stars here. We got over 63,000 followers. That's amazing. Does that surprise you guys? Were you shocked by that number?
Yeah, kind of. It's just been like a slow progression, but I tell people it kind of blew up when we renovated our first RV. We had a 44-foot toy hauler, and we thought we were going to keep that forever, and it was a beautiful, so we kind of renovated, put our own little touch on it, and did a pretty good job, and then decided that we wanted a motorhome, so for sale, and it just kind of blew up from there. And then we renovated this too, and just with our travels and photography and everything, it's just been a slow progression. I put a lot of work in it too, so I'm proud of it.
Well, you know, I'm looking at in the background there, and it just looks like an absolutely beautiful unit that you're in. It's just gorgeous, and it says here that you guys, well, let's see, you've been RV traveling and full time that is, and debt free for 4 years. Boy, that's a nice feeling, isn't it?
It is really nice feeling.
Yeah. Thanks to his job, yeah. He works 3 weeks on a boat and then 3 weeks home. And so we just decided to take advantage of that. And his company pays for his flights to and from the boat. So as long as the RV is near an airport, then we can kind of be anywhere in the country. So that's what we do.
That's fantastic. So when he's out on the high seas, you and Bailey are holding down the fort, I guess, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, listen, let's find out a lot more. We'll do that on the other side of the break here. I'm speaking with Amanda and David Boles, the Rolling Boles. I like that play on words. And Boles on wheels is what we're talking about here, which is very cool. We'll be back with more on the RV Advisor Podcast right after these words. Stay tuned.
Here are 5 words every RV enthusiast should know: advocacy, community, education, resources, rewards. That's what the RV Advisor was built on, along with protecting your rights. Visit thervadvisor.com.
We're back on the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. My guests are the Boles. It's David and Amanda and their dog Bailey joining us as well. And you know, we were looking at what you've got there, where you're situated in, which is a beautiful unit. Tell our viewers and our listeners what we're riding around in.
Well, this is a 2005 Tiffin Phaeton 40-foot motorhome. That
4 slides.
Yeah, four slides, all opposing slides, so it just opens up huge. And
that was one of the main things we wanted when we decided that we wanted to switch rigs. We wanted the opposing slides because it really makes such a big difference in the space. And he's 6'7", so that was really important, obviously.
Yeah.
6'7".
Yeah, so we needed a king size bed,
I gotta
opposing
stretch
slides.
those wings out.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Do you have to put the ottoman like past the edge of the bed when you go to sleep at night? I mean,
Almost.
We did in our very first little travel
Yeah,
trailer. We
he
had
put like a
to.
bed extender on the bed so he could
Wow.
stretch his feet out.
So I
Yeah,
have to
that was
ask, like, David, I got to ask the stupid requisite question here. Did you play basketball in high school?
No basketball.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he was hosting his brother's wedding this past weekend, and that was like his joke for his best man speech. Is like, no, I don't play basketball. Weather's good up here.
Your weather's good up here? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Little thin, sometimes need some oxygen up there, David. But well, listen, I just think it's great because I'm 5'6" and barely 5'6". So, I need a step ladder to look you eye in the eye, I guess. So great that you're riding around in something you love, and it's got all that room. That's absolutely terrific. So give us a place where you've gone that you've really enjoyed here in the past, let's say maybe the last year or so.
Glacier National Park is absolutely beautiful. For a long time, when people would ask us, so that's like the number one question people ask, like, where's your favorite place you've been? And we'd, say a couple places. And now, since we've been in Glacier, hands down, Glacier was the most beautiful place we've ever been. And we can't wait to go back. We're going to go back next summer, not this summer.
We had a spot for 10 days in Apgar Campground, which is a first come first served campground inside of Glacier National Park, and it was amazing. It was so awesome to be so close to
right in the park,
all of the things, and deer walking through your side every evening and every morning, and it's beautiful right next to Lake McDonald. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I've heard that from several folks that have come on the pod over the last couple of years, and Glacier National is certainly one of the top rated and appreciated destinations. I know that. And I know, Amanda, you told me that when we were talking in the break that you guys have got quite a few places planned over the next, year and a half, 2 years, something like that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's planning ahead. That's impressive. So what share with us a place that you're really looking forward to, maybe you haven't been yet?
Maybe that we haven't been. Ooh, that's hard.
You've been everywhere. So tell us a place that you can't wait to get back to.
Durango, Colorado. It's so funny, we've stayed in Durango, Colorado the past 2 Octobers. And it's kind of like a last minute thing where we change our plans a little bit and end up there. But it's a beautiful, beautiful area, and they have an awesome hot springs. And so I'm really excited to go back there. And the RV park is beautiful, surrounded by big red rocks and a beautiful willow tree. I love the park.
It's also kind of like borderline temperature changing. You're trying to get away from the super cold winter as it's starting to kind of creep south a little bit. So you're either going further south or you're going more east, and so we always find ourselves kind of going through Durango and Pagosa Springs during that time of the year, but we love it because the hot springs there are fantastic, and there's so much stuff to do as well. So
and our friends love to fly into the Durango airport and meet us and go do all the things with us, so it's fun. We have a good time there.
Well, that's great. Do you find, since you go from kind of different weather, climates, you're kind of going back and forth a lot. Do you find it easier to heat the unit or air condition?
We don't really, this will be our first summer. We have our South Florida tour this summer. This will be our first summer where we're in the super hot weather where we're going to need to run the air conditioning all the time.
Yeah.
Typically we avoid this.
Yeah.
So.
We were in Vegas last September, or August, September, and that was to be there for our friend's wedding. Otherwise, we would have not chosen to be in Vegas during that time. It was very hot, and I put up aluminum foil on the windows to block the sun. But I mean, the ACs ran, and it kept it fairly cool. I survived. It was okay. But yeah, we do try to follow the milder weather for the most part. So, but we'll see how this Florida summer goes. It's been great so far. We've gone to the beach every day, had the best time. So it'll be worth the AC's running.
To answer your question, though, it's probably easier to heat it than it is to cool it.
Yeah.
Until your propane runs out, I guess.
Right.
You have a little electric fireplace, and that's Bailey's absolute favorite. She will sit in front of it, like right in front of it. So,
Bailey's smart. Bailey knows what's going on.
She got it figured out.
All right. Good for Bailey. Well, listen, folks, it's great to visit with you. We'd love to have you back. And if you do wind up here, getting down here for a little visit to South Florida, maybe we could do another one of these in person and say hello. It'd be great to see, and I'll make sure to bring my step ladder. Listen, folks, thanks again so much. Safe travels, and we'll talk again soon.
All right, thanks, Tom. See ya.
It is the Boles. It's David and Amanda and Bailey right here on the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a moment. Stay tuned, everybody.
The rights of the RV enthusiast are important. That's why the RV Advisor has built a nationwide network of RV owners, empowering you with advice you can trust. Visit thervadvisor.com.
Hi, everybody. Tom Alexander back here on the RV Advisor Podcast. Just want to remind you, if you have not signed up for our newsletter, you can do it right here at this address, right here, right there. See how that works? Very simple. Sign up and you can follow all that's news right here at the RV Advisor. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.
Did you enjoy this video? Be sure to like, comment, and share, and hit the bell icon. Remember, ding ding, so that you're notified when new videos are uploaded. As always, don't forget to subscribe.